Is there anybody up here on this floor with us?
Oh, I feel like I'm being choked my throat.
Oh my God.
Over here.
Somebody there? This place has so much stuff going on right now.
That was, can you please walk away from that? Stops immediately.
This is wild. Tonight on this episode of Paranormal Encounters, we are taking you inside a place in Michigan called the Museum of Horror. There are artifacts in here from serial killers, Charles Manson. You've got human skulls, real human remains here. And upstairs on the second floor, there is a collection of Ouija boards, including one where it is said to be haunted. It was taken out of a tavern somewhere here in Michigan, and the owner was able to get that and put up in his collections up there. Also, while I was setting up these cameras to get ready for this kickoff, we had set up a paranormal music box, and before we all got ready with our lavaliers and our cameras, it started going off, and I don't know why, and then it just stopped, and it came back while we were trying to figure out what a clicking noise over here was. Music box is going off right now. Somebody there? Can you step away from this box if this is you making this go off? For this episode though, I am not alone here in this place. I have reached out for some help to film this episode, and I'm joined by my friend, Bravin.
Hey guys.
And Bravin has been in an episode before. We filmed at the Bel Air house in Bel Air, Ohio. I figured it was a good time to bring Bravin back in. You guys said you guys liked Bravin in that episode that I filmed. And while we were waiting here also, we were setting up our cameras. We found out that the owner cannot do an interview here tonight. So I can just tell you what he's told me here. I know zero about this building. I don't know any information about this building, this history of this place. What I do know, though, is right outside this door, this concrete right here, there is said to be Indian remains. It hasn't been moved while they built the concrete, I guess because it's sacred. The owner, Nate, was kind enough to let us investigate this place and had told me when I was setting this up for filming that he experienced a few things here. One night, he was here counting money with his fiance, and he heard from this back door over here, he heard this door slam, and the door was shut, it was locked. There's nobody that did that. He couldn't explain that noise. Another instance he had where he was down here, or somebody else was down here, I believe at this register right behind me, and they heard what sounded like running on the floor above, on the second floor. And another instance too is he had just recently, he's been working on his Ouija board collection upstairs, and he heard this massive crash. And his first thought in his mind wasn't paranormal. He thought one of his Ouija board collection fell off the wall. He went up there, nothing was out of place. He looks at the camera and listened to audio on the camera. There was nothing that fell, nothing that came off the wall. So I don't know what we'll capture here tonight. I'm not really sure if this place is truly haunted, but if we go back to the lore of what people believe in the paranormal, that there are haunted objects with attachments, there are plenty of things in this building right now that can possibly stir up paranormal activity. There are really creepy stuff here. What do you think about this investigation here tonight, Bravin?
I mean, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me out. Places give some creep vibes. I don't know if you showed everyone the little slices of brain that are that people can purchase.
No, there's literally human remains right here you can buy. That real human brains in a jar right here. That's really, really disturbing. You've got little animal mice, got baby turtles. There are several things here that was used in embalming. You've got real human skeletons right here. You can buy teeth rings over there. And then you've got real human wrist bones right here as well. So there's a lot of stuff here. There's also this really unsettling real human skeleton that's just sitting in here in this case. And when I walked in here, I had a really weird vibe about this whole thing right here.
Second floor has a pretty weird vibe too. I know that you were saying that it was like kind of like hard to breathe, like you were kind of like touching your neck and stuff like that. You were saying it was a little hard to breathe. It's a little stuffy up there, but we'll see. That's where all the Ouija boards are. So we'll be curious to see what we get upstairs.
Well, let's go take them to the second floor and show them the room that you were having trouble with, that you felt a little uneasy about.
Yeah, well, the room that's in here was a little weird, but due to YouTube, we can't show you guys what's in that room.
Just so you guys know, for YouTube, there are murder victim photos
Explicit
in there.
pictures.
Explicit photos in there, you know, of people who were murdered. It's called the Red Room. I'm not going to take us in there. I actually have a hard time myself being in that room. It's very unsettling.
This room here, I think it's kind of set up like a New Orleans style French Quarter, whatever you may call it, room. Just feels pretty heavy in here.
Yeah. It's definitely really creepy in here.
Maybe it's the snake in the jar.
Yeah.
That's really doesn't do it for me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
That Terrifier skeleton, or not skeleton, animatronic is gonna make me fall over. I'm gonna walk up here and forget that it's upstairs.
So you've got, this is really cool, guys. This is literally an actual creeper wardrobe from the actual movie of Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, the live action, which is so wicked. That's awesome. Then you've got your collection of Ouija boards right here. Look at this. He's got all kinds of Ouija boards on this wall over here. 1950s, 1960s, almost got every year actually. We've already set up some REM pods up here, and the Paranormal music box we're going to set up here as well. He's got one from the 1920s right here. And right behind me over here is a Ouija board that is said to be haunted. This is right here. Haunted Ouija board. In the 1997, a witch by the name of B.B. Crow was called to take this very Ouija board out of the Detroit tavern. After reports of the board containing negative energy, the tavern workers would throw this board in the dumpster, only for it to be returned by the next morning. After acquiring it, she placed a special binding and seal to keep the negative energy contained for now. And right here it is.
And before anyone asks, we're not going to unbind it.
You tell me you don't want to unbind that?
I mean, I think it might be kind of fun, but I don't want that to follow me back home.
Yeah.
Personal preference, my wife might get real mad.
Yeah. Turn on the Fantune, which is basically a motion detector. Oh, REM pod on the wall over here is going off.
And this one chirped too. This one started, then that one, and then it went back to that one.
That one's going off. I've never seen that go off.
Was that calibrating?
Yeah. REM pod's going off over there.
Yeah.
Okay, stuff keeps going off. Thank you for doing that, if that's you. Can you make this one over here light up? In the far back corner?
Or the one that's over here?
It must be me setting that up though.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up, it's definitely me I think, right? I'm not gonna move, I'm gonna stand still.
Yeah, I think it's us walking by.
Yeah, because if it goes off, we're gonna know. Right now, what I've set up is the Paranormal Epoch. And what that is basically a yes or no device. Spirits can answer yes or no questions. Green means yes, red means no. The longer a light holds down, the most likely it's paranormal. If it just bleeps, it might be just environmental noise. Figured since we're playing around with the Ouija boards over here on this wall, the REM pods have been going off and they seem like they're not going off anymore. It's best to ask yes or no questions because it makes sense with the Ouija board. That one just went off over there. Let's step back some. My name is Connor and this is Bravin. REM pod just went off again. We're here tonight just to talk to any spirits here. It's going off again. Look at that.
That's so wild.
We're not even walking either. We're standing still. That one's going off.
It's almost like something is like walking back and forth.
Walking back and forth between this wall right now. We have a device over here right next to this REM pod that you seem to be using or something or somebody, maybe it's not paranormal, I don't know. But we have another device that you can use to let us know that you're the one using this device on these Ouija board areas. It just simply is yes or no questions. Is there anybody here with us in this building? Right, there you go. If that's you making that go off, thank you. REM pod going off.
That flashed over there.
I saw that too. Wait, the epoch went off?
No, I think it might have been the REM pod that flashed.
All right. That REM pod, it keeps going off on that board for some weird reason. It's either the antenna is registering it being way too close.
Yeah, but that's really weird though, because it's sat up there for a good couple minutes and it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, I can reset it and move it on to another one, or switch it with this one over here.
Let's switch it and see if it does anything. Oh, that one's going off now.
But it's weird,
they both went off.
Yeah, because why is you can't say that this one's too close and then that one.
Can you let me know on this device over here that you're the one making these REM pods go off? Can you?
Dude,
It went off.
almost immediately.
Thank you for doing that. We're here tonight just to get to know you or any of you that are here, possibly with these items here.
Do you want me to switch to the REM pods?
Yeah, let's switch to REM pods. That thing is going off like crazy on that. If it goes off again on that board, then I want to say we need to do something with that board. So there's a weird reason why that board keeps going off over there. Now we're going to have to remain absolutely still here in a minute. Okay, there we go. If that goes off again, there's something weird with that Ouija board. I can't really explain anything else with that thing. Okay, we've replaced our device over here.
Dude.
Okay, I didn't even get to finish what I was saying. Thank you for making that go off again. Can you do that again? On that board right there? Let us know that that was you making that go off, please. Okay, Bravin just moved the Paratune, which is just basically a REM pod, but it sets a perimeter around itself where it can literally see through walls and make things go off. And I have never had it to be able to go off, and this actually was working when he was standing over here behind this device over here, this wall. We'll see if it goes off over there by the staircase, so we know that's definitely not us. All right, I've got a voice recorder here. We're gonna run a quick EVP session and see if we can hear anyone talking that might have been using these devices, because now they're just quiet. All right, my name is Connor and this is Bravin. We were setting up our equipment and like I just said, and it just finally goes off again. And our stuff started going off. Can you speak into this orange light that I got on my hand right here and tell me who you are? That epoch, by the way, I want to make note, has not made another light that I know of since at that moment I asked it to. That was really weird. Now, I won't be able to hear you right now, but if you can speak into this orange light that I'm holding out in my hand, no? If that's you that just said no, can you please do that though? We're just here to talk to you and get to know who you are. I'm Connor and this is Bravin. We've come a long way to speak with you. We've heard that there are spirits here because the owner, Nate, heard somebody running up here something crashing, and he feels like this place has some kind of attachment. Can you tell me who is here? All right, stopping the voice recorder. Okay, we're gonna ask you more questions, okay? I'm gonna get a little bit closer to you. Over here by this Ouija board right here. This thing says right here that this Ouija board has something dark attached to it. Is that true? Green means yes, red means no, and somebody already knows how to use that. Can you tell me if this board is really haunted? If you can't make this go off, you can make the REM pods go off. I would greatly appreciate that. Is there anybody up here on this floor with us? What was that?
I think it's something outside. The craziest thing is that
Yes.
that this REM
Brabin?
it was something outside. Was that sound that we heard? Was that something outside?
What was that?
I think it's something outside. The craziest thing is that
Yes.
that this REM
Brabin?
it was something outside.
Can you light that up green again if that noise was from something outside? It lit up green, but on the right.
And then it says
No.
no.
That's crazy. What's really strange, Bravin, is that just lit up on the REM pod, and then the epoch went off. The epoch has no way of being interfered with, but the REM pods do. REM pods can get interfered with by walkie-talkies. But that lit up, and then that said no, and that held down the no for a while. Thank you for doing that. Just claiming that there was something inside this building.
Are you able to touch a different side of that REM pod to give us a different color? This one over here, and then this one over here, we've gotten green. Can you maybe do the blue or the orange? Or can you maybe activate this one over here?
Do you want us to go downstairs and leave this floor? It's getting awfully quiet up here. Are you still up here with us?
Can you make a loud tap or a knock if you're somewhere else in this building? It's not us setting it off.
Yeah, it's not going on walking on the wood, it's making it go off. Nope.
Nothing.
Do you like it that we're up here trying to talk with you? I'll step back some. Yes. That's a long yes. Look at that. Thank you.
Holy
oh my God.
cow.
Thank you for doing that. They like us talking to them up here. So that is the longest light I have probably ever seen on the epoch. When I went to the Stimson Hospital last week, it lit up a long time, but that was actually really a long time right up there. Thank you for doing that. I'm glad you like talking to us.
Are you happy with what the owner has done to this building? Are you happy that all of these artifacts are in this building?
Should we try a different method to try to communicate with you?
I'd be curious about doing a seer session up here. I mean,
Yeah.
there's something clearly walking back and forth and communicating with that.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious if they could draw something in here for you.
Yeah.
I think,
Did you get that?
yeah. I think if either you or me, whoever wants to do it, if we sat in between, like in the space in between the two cabinets,
Right.
I think that would be a really cool place to do it. And then even later doing an Estes session.
So we're going to use a thing called GhostTube Seer. What GhostTube Seer is it's an app. I know people are funny about apps in the paranormal, but I believe personally myself, we all are entitled to our own opinion. I have had amazing things happen on this GhostTube Seer. I've had images drawn in rooms I've never been in. Good example is Fairfield County Infirmary. It drew a room I'd never been in before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these goggles on. I'm going to describe anything that gets drawn, if something gets drawn. What it does is it's basically like an ovulus. It has a word that comes through. I don't know the word, but the word goes up to an artificial intelligence. An artificial intelligence interprets the word and draws what it thinks it's talking about. I believe spirits can interrupt that coming down and draw what it wants me to see or know about. Okay, are you ready?
Let's do it. Connor was talking about it earlier to the camera, but in case you're not familiar, this allows you to draw pictures for Connor, and he can see what you're trying to talk to him about.
Are they both going
They're
off?
both going off at the same time. They were kind of like chirping back and forth at each other.
Thank you for making that REM pod go off. If we were just speaking with you a minute ago, can you please draw and show me what you look like?
That was so weird. And like they didn't go off the entire time, like from the minute you left to the minute you came back up and us shuffling around and you moving stuff or trying to sit down, never went off. So I know that Connor asked if you could draw what you look like. I know that might be a lot. Could you maybe draw an object in this museum that you might want us to find? We could play like a little scavenger hunt. Draw an object, one of the items in here. You don't have to be afraid. We don't mean you any disrespect. Like I was talking about that when Connor was downstairs. We're just trying to talk and communicate with you. Here to kind of see if we can figure out your story. Connor was downstairs. We're just trying to talk and communicate with you. Here to kind of see if we can figure out your story.
I got nothing being drawn right now. This is weird.
Really?
Yeah. Can you show me something that's relatable to you? Maybe right now?
REM pod going off, chirping.
Whoever's making that REM pod go off, can you show me something? What do you want me to know?
Could you maybe draw us an animal? There's a couple animals in this museum. Could you maybe draw one of them?
I got an image generating.
Okay.
Honest to God, it kind of looks like a bone, but it's not like a ring or something.
Okay.
I don't know what this is over here. It's a white box, but it's got like, it looks like almost like a leaf, but it's a bony looking leaf. It has a big circle, then there's a big round white thing right here, like a looking thing.
Okay. Well, when you're done with that session, I mean, we can look at it really quick and see. I was trying to see maybe if it was one of the containers that some of those. Oh, it just said it lit up. Yes, real quick.
What containers are what? The rings?
I was gonna say one of the containers that has like the bones in it, but I said it's a container, and the epoch lit up green for a second.
Thank you for doing that. Can you show me another image, please, that's relatable to that?
And that's the first time that epoch's gone off since we turned it back on.
Oh my God.
Is it drawing something else?
Dude, it drew, it's a face. It's an old man. It's an old man's face. And he's got like his droopy face, like he's not happy. Is that you that you're drawing me?
Bro, I just got real uncomfortable.
If that's you, thank you for drawing what you look like.
And I don't mean you any disrespect by kind of being a little, getting the heebie-jeebies on it.
I hope we're not making you upset because of this face that you're showing me. If this is you, you don't look happy. We just want to talk to you. That's all we're doing. We just want to get to know your story.
And again, like, we really appreciate the communication.
Yes, thank you. Was that you?
I don't know if that was a door.
What was that?
It sounded like a door shutting.
We're the only ones in this building right now.
That's me.
It sounded like it was in front of me though, Bravin.
So a Jeep did just shut its door.
Did you see them just shut it just now?
I did just see them shut a door. It sounded like a door shutting. It was across the street and down the road a little bit.
Okay.
But there's one other car on the road or out on the street.
There's an image generating.
Okay.
This is really strange, dude. It's like windows. Can you show me another image of what you were trying to draw me just now? I'm not really following. I don't understand. Are you trying to show me somewhere you want us to go? Can you do me a huge favor, okay? Bravin and I are wearing different colored shirts. Can you draw me an image with one of the colors of my shirt or his shirt? Can you please do that?
It just said no.
Are you serious?
On the epoch, yeah. Maybe like a 1 or a 2 second hold. It just said no. About a couple seconds after you asked.
Okay. Why don't we set up some cat balls all around downstairs? Because I have this weird draw to that skeleton downstairs.
The one in the coffin?
Yeah.
Cool.
And in the Seer Session. Okay, so right now we have set up several cat balls. We've set up 8 cat balls throughout this entire room down here on the first floor where there are artifacts of real human remains. We've got skeletons, brains, and there's a full-blown skeleton right over here. Somebody's screaming outside because they think they see us in here filming, of course. That never fails. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run Ghost Tube, and we're going to see if we can get somebody down here to talk to us and maybe show us where they want us to go with the cat balls. We've got them everywhere down here. Okay, my name is Connor, this is Bravin. We just talked to somebody upstairs. If that was you, I have a device over here called Ghost Tube. You can use that to say words to us now, and we can hear you. We've also got several devices called cat balls. What they do is simply light up and they will show us where you are. We got them on the stairs, the floors, everywhere in this room. If you can light one of them up, we would greatly appreciate it. Can you tell me who you are?
You're listening.
We are listening.
What are we listening for? We also got the music box over here we forgot to turn on.
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah. I'll get out of that direction. This music box was going off when we first were trying to set up and get ready to film. So I've just set that back up again.
Yep.
I feel like there's a weird draw over there for some weird reason.
Wonder if it's, I mean, that skeleton is pretty spooky over there.
If you're the one in that casket, that case over here, that skeleton that's making that music box over here go off, can you make that music box go off again? Or any of these cat balls. I don't know where all they are, but we've got 8 of them in here.
Oh.
Thank you for doing that.
It's crazy because it just stops. Like it goes for a hot second and then it stops.
Yeah, it actually lit up. That is really sweet. Thank you for doing that. Now, can you come over here to this device I have right next to me and tell me who you are so we know who we're talking to, please? Right now, Bravin is going to put the epoch that we just used upstairs on the skeleton to see if we can get a yes or no response and hopefully get something that matches up with responses and the music box going off. We do have several cat balls everywhere here, so if one of these go off, hopefully we capture it. We know you were just using that music box. We have a device called an epoch. It answers yes or no questions. If you're the one we were talking to upstairs, can you make the music box or the epoch go off? There's like some... Are you standing in front of that music box?
Are you standing in front of me here?
Can you make it stop going off? Please step away from that music box, please. Okay, it's going off like crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off and reset it.
I would recalibrate it.
And I'm actually gonna move it over just a little bit.
Yeah, move it over. I don't know what's doing there, but it's a little weird.
Recalibrating it. And we keep resetting it for those of you that might be curious why we keep resetting it and not just letting it run. The motors can burn up on these if they go for too long, and I'd rather not have to try to purchase another one. So if it runs longer than about 45 seconds, we go ahead and reset it and maybe even move it just to make sure it's not something with where we have it placed that's not causing it to act all wonky.
By the way, his IR from his camera up there keeps turning on and off. If you guys see that, that's his IR light that's filming this museum. It keeps turning on and off the night vision I think because this IR light keeps flashing it and keep going in and out. I know when we first turned on GhostTube, you said you're listening. We are listening right now. Can you make that music box go off?
Your cat ball's going off. I see it reflecting in the...
Which one? The staircase one.
Yeah, I saw it reflecting in the...
Thank you for doing that.
In the picture.
Did you come downstairs? Make sure we're getting the epoch. We have some devices upstairs still recording. Look at this.
It's going off again.
It's going off again. Thank you for doing that.
It's so funny because I can see it reflecting in the light here.
I'm glad you caught that. Thank you for making that go off. It's going off again, Bravin.
Holy cow! Is that you that's setting this off? Or are you the same spirit that we were talking to upstairs? Yes, dude. It just went yes, like immediately.
Thank you for coming down here and talking to us. That's pretty cool.
Do you like it better downstairs?
Cat ball's not going off anymore. Did you come downstairs or go back up?
Or maybe they just came downstairs just to kind of take a peek? Were you just coming downstairs to see what we were doing? Music box hasn't gone off since then.
Yeah.
Like, that's so wild.
That was really cool that the cat balls were just going off. and the epoch coincided with the cat ball. It's something like that when you have something that helps validate what you're seeing with one piece of equipment and the other piece of equipment goes off, that helps back up what you're experiencing.
Especially because they're on opposite sides of the room. One's on the stairs and the other one is sitting on the coffin. And yeah, it's going off again. Dude, it's so wild. I can see it through the doll case reflection.
Thank you for making that go off. Can you tell me in this device right next to me who you are? Please?
Please, please, please.
Upstairs, we were just doing a Seer Session where I saw an image of a man that looked like he was frowning. Was that you? Can you answer yes or no for me, please? Are you the one making the cat ball go off? Because we do have some devices, we still have some REM pods and everything still going on upstairs. And you can use that. We're no longer on the cat ball. We're no longer on that floor up there. Now to make cat balls go off, you literally have to move the cat ball. Me and Bravin are literally standing still right now.
And we're so far away, that's up 3 steps.
Yeah.
Can you maybe activate one of the other cat balls? There's 7 other ones. I know that might be tough to do.
That one's going off again.
Can you activate one of the other cat balls?
By the way, thank you for doing that. We appreciate that.
And if you need us to move out of the way, just let us know.
Is this still going off?
Yeah.
Can you stop making that light up? It just stopped.
Can you turn that one on again? I don't know. I might have jumped the gun on that. It might have been getting ready to turn on before I said anything.
That's a hell of a coincidence, though, if it was, but...
Are you from here?
Ghost Soup just asked
We
if
just
you're
had
from here.
3 devices go off at the same time.
Yes, we're not from here. Are you from here? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Cat ball goes off. The music box goes off. The ghost tube goes off. That's the first response I said in a while.
Yeah. I'm from Ohio, so just a little south.
And I'm here from Michigan. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. We've traveled a long way, though, to come here. Where are you from? Are you from here? Cat ball's going off again. They really like that cat ball on the stairs, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it's somebody going up and down the stairs. I have no idea.
No. Just says no.
No.
It just said no.
That's the first time the epoch went off. I was just going to say the epoch hasn't went off in a while, and look what
Yeah.
happens. Okay? Are you standing near us right now? Are you down here with us?
Dennis.
Dennis. It said the first name.
And that's the first name we've gotten all night.
Dennis.
Is that your name? Are you Dennis? Is that your name? Are you Dennis?
Now, I will say this, though, Bravin. If by no chances of coincidence, I asked that question a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like a long time. I don't know how long we've been doing this. But it just now answers and says the name Dennis. And the cat ball hasn't gone off anymore.
It seems like it's kind of happening in like flurries.
It's quiet. Everything went quiet. Is Dennis your first name? Can you light that up green over there, over by that skeleton, if Dennis is your first name? So your name is Dennis.
It's very, very nice to meet you, sir.
Dennis, if you don't know who we are, my name is Connor.
I'm Bravin.
We appreciate you taking the time to communicate with us. We're trying to figure out why you're here. Maybe if you can answer yes or no over there again. Is your anything that belongs to
No. It just says no. Holy cow, that was a long hold.
That was a long no.
Do you want us to stay down here? Do you want us to go back, or do you want us to go back upstairs maybe?
Green for staying down here, red for going upstairs. On that device, if you can light up green, we'll stay down here. Red, we'll go upstairs. One thing too is the capel has not gone off anymore. It stopped going off on the stairs. Honest to God. Thank you for making that go off.
Yes, it just said
It
yes.
wants us to stay downstairs.
Dude, that's a solid yes. It's still on. Holy cow.
The music box goes off and then the light lights up green for first floor. Like somebody walked over there in front of the music box and sets off the green light on the epoch device. Can you walk away from that music box, please? Can you make it stop going off? Go ahead and step away from that, please.
Dude.
Okay, I was gonna say before the music box went off, I was gonna say, honest to God, I can't believe that this place has so much stuff going on right now, but this is wild.
Dude, that was crazy. Like, that was, can you please walk away from that? Stops immediately.
Oh my God, dude. Thank you, Dennis. If that's you that's still communicating with us, thank you for talking with us.
Absolutely, that's insane. And then it's not going off. And it's not me. Like,
Over here.
over here.
It just said over here. I'm bringing out a digital voice recorder right now because it seems like it's very hot down here, and we need to figure out if we can get EVPs. Recording, we are now downstairs of the Museum of Horror. Stuff is popping. We have a voice recorder going off. I'm gonna set this down on this counter right here right in front of GhostTube. Dennis, we appreciate you talking to us. If you're still Dennis and we're talking to you, and thank you for making all these equipment pieces go off. Can you come over here to this orange light that's in front of me and tell me something about yourself or something you want us to know? Dennis, you said over by me or over here or something like that. Someone did. Can you light that up green, that epoch device again if you're over by Bravin, and light that up red if you're over by me? What was that? Did you hear that?
That was like a,
Did you hear that doo-doo?
I think it was the iPad.
iPad? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. That bling bling sound.
That was the iPad that we heard earlier. Okay.
I think was the iPad.
iPad for turning on and off the lights in here is now debunked. So we heard that earlier, I think. What was that? Did you hear that?
That was like a,
Did you hear that doo-doo?
I think it was the iPad.
iPad? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop the voice recorder here. Grabbing the voice recorder. Paused.
Dennis, is there anything that you really want to tell us? Feel free to use Connor's device that's on top of the hand there, or this device here that's gone off a couple times. Do you have anything? Is there something you're trying to communicate with us? I think we're going to take a quick little break here in a second. Is there anything else that you want us to know before we pause for a hot second?
What was that?
Just said yes.
Did you hear that on the stairs, Brevin?
It sound like a creaking?
Like, no, that it was like a on the stairs.
No, I heard you shifting, and then I was paying attention to this.
Yeah, I was shifting, and I thought maybe I hit this carpet right here. I don't know, but I heard something on the stairs. It could have been me turning. I don't know, but I know for a fact when I was touching the tile, it sounded like it came from the stairs over here.
So Connor's setting up. We're getting ready to do an Estes session in this room. I'm not going to go in here with a full light, just full transparency for you guys. This is a horror museum, so there are some photos in there that outline some pretty horrific crimes, murders and things like that. He's going to do an Estes session in there, but I'm going to be outside. It's just didn't actually realize it until a little bit ago, but it's actually just a body bag door. Here, I'm going to be... Dude, I think I just heard that shifting sound again.
Really? Must be the floor, right?
Huh. But I'm going to be standing out here asking questions while Connor's doing an Estes session. So yeah, it should be solid. Let's get it.
We could do a thumbnail real quick here.
It's so dumb.
I know, right?
So dumb. So I can see Connor kind of through the window. He's under right now. So I'll go ahead and kick off and ask some questions. Earlier we were told that we were talking to a gentleman named Dennis. Dennis, are you still down here with us?
Simply not criminal.
Okay, so Connor just said simply not criminal.
Oh!
Okay, Connor's laughing in there. I guess I'm not even sure what to ask because Connor and I, we were just talking about it earlier, and none of us have any luck hearing anything through these sessions. So Dennis, are we talking to you right now?
To your left.
To your left. To my left? To my left is this coffin with this Victorian era skeleton. Or are you talking about to Connor's left?
Ask yourself.
Ask yourself. Dennis, are you this skeleton that's right here? Is that you? Is that you?
Ready for some questions?
Ready for some questions? Guys, this is absolutely insane. Ready for some questions. Can you tell me what year it is, Dennis? Or whoever I'm speaking to?
No can.
No can. Maybe can you tell me what month it is? Whoever we're speaking to, can you tell us what one of our names is?
We.
We. Connor asked this question upstairs earlier. Are you able to tell us the color of one of our shirts? We're both wearing 2 different color shirts. Can you tell us the name of the city that we're in?
Michigan.
Holy crap. Well, that's not necessarily the city, but we are in Michigan. Can you tell us the city? Connor and I had said where we drove from earlier today. Can you say the state that I drove from? Why are you still here in this building? Is a part of you here and that's why you can't pass on? What the heck? So that whole cabinet just shifted. I don't know if there's something behind it or what, but that whole cabinet just shifted. We're probably going to be leaving here soon. Do you have any messages that you would like to tell us before we head out? You've been a very fantastic.
Yo, Bravin.
What?
Hey.
You all right?
Yeah, dude. I need to stop this, dude.
Dude.
I'm having issues right now with my throat.
Okay, come on out.
What were we gonna say?
Dude, you've been saying crazy.
Really?
Yeah. I asked, like, can you tell us what city we're in? And you immediately said Michigan.
Oh,
like,
that's the state, but
yeah, but I mean, close enough.
you're not getting the wall right.
No.
Okay.
Um,
Dude, I feel like I'm being choked. My throat. It's tighten up right now.
go ahead and come out of here.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go ahead and cancel this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tonight has been crazy. We decided to switch up the style a little bit of Paranormal Encounters and just do a one-take video where we just literally did not cut and we just try to do as much as we can. And what did you think about this investigation?
It worked. I mean, even like we're talking about doing a one cut, there really wasn't a time to kind of break it up and do separate sections. I mean, from the minute we started, it was activity after activity. I was telling Connor earlier, I didn't know what to expect because there's wasn't like a whole lot of information. We weren't able to kind of get the interview going, so I didn't know what to expect. But I mean, it was just right from the rip, nonstop, even up until the very end when Connor had to end his session because he felt like something was choking him. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better time here. I mean, it was a little bit of a drive, but I mean, I think it was worth it 100%.
Now, I know you guys were looking forward to me being here alone tonight at this place, but you know, I haven't seen my good friend Bravin in such a long time, and some of you have reached out and said that you guys want to see Bravin here again in an investigation. So Bravin, I really appreciate you joining me here tonight.
Absolutely, brother.
It's been a lot of fun, man. I actually have had the most fun in this investigation in a long time, and I did not expect all this stuff to happen here. So
yeah, if you guys want to see me more, let Connor know, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll have to bribe him to let me come on some more investigations with him.
Yeah. All right, guys, if you made it all the way here to the end of this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We are so close to 70,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And the goal for the end of 2024 is 100,000 beautiful souls on this YouTube channel. And if you see something here tonight that you like or that we might have missed, make sure you leave a comment down below. YouTube loves comments, likes, and of course you subscribing. So we are gonna get out of here, and I will see you guys next week at 9 p.m. Eastern for an all new episode of Spooky Saturday. See you guys later.
See you guys. Thanks.